Most of the world thinks it already knows the Haka, a fierce chant before a match, powerful faces and feet striking the ground. We hear the voices rise, we see the bodies tense, and we often imagine only one thing, a challenge before battle. But that is only the version many people met through stadiums, television, and the global language of sport. The deeper story begins far away from stadium lights, in the cultural memory of Aotearoa and the Maori people. Long before the cameras, long before rugby, Haka already carried memory, mana, grief, welcome, and power. So this film begins with one important correction. The Haka is not just a war cry or a performance for outsiders. It is a language of the whole body. To understand why it moves people so deeply, we have to step back into land, memory, history, and living tradition. In Maori culture, Haka is not one single dance with one fixed meaning. It is a family of powerful performance traditions. Different Haka belong to different moments. Some welcome guests. Some appear in moments of mourning, where grief is not hidden but carried by many voices together. Some praise, challenge, unite, or protest. What they share is force, physical, emotional, spiritual.
Kiarite pakia! Ringa pakia! Kiarite!
In Haka, the body does not decorate the words. The body speaks, remembers, warns, welcomes, and honors. Maori performance traditions reach into ancestral memory, where movement, story, land, and identity are deeply connected. One thread leads to Tanaror, associated with shimmering movement and living energy. That image matters. Movement is not empty movement. It can carry signs, memory, atmosphere, and living energy. A hand, a foot, a glance, a breath. Each can become part of a story the community understands. Carvings, songs, gestures, and formations all carry knowledge, passing history forward through more than written words. Women also hold an important place in these traditions, and any film that erases them tells an incomplete story. Haka has never belonged only to one narrow image of masculinity. It belongs to communities, occasions, and inherited responsibility. This is where many outsiders misunderstood what they were seeing, because they noticed intensity before they understood meaning. A strong face, a fierce gaze, or a powerful stamp does not automatically mean hatred or violence. Intensity can be discipline. It can be dignity. It can be a community making sure its message cannot be ignored. In one context, Haka may carry grief. In another, it may honor the dead and support the living. It can mean welcome. It can mean collective pride.
Feel the energy of the community.
It can mark remembrance, returning names, places, and sacrifices to the center of communal attention. And sometimes, Haka carries a story of survival, a movement from danger, darkness, and fear into life. To understand the most famous Haka of all, we meet Te Rauparaha, chief, strategist, survivor. In the early 19th century, alliances, rivalries, migrations, and conflict shaped the lives of many communities. According to Ngāti Toa oral history, Te Rauparaha was seeking alliances when danger began closing around him. A pursuing war party was searching for him, and every decision now carried the weight of life or death. He was directed toward the Lake Rotoaira region, where the landscape itself became part of the escape story. There, Te Wharerangi agreed to help him, even though the situation was dangerous and the pursuers were near. And Te Rangi Koia, remembered in this story with deep significance, became central to the protection that followed. A hiding place was prepared quickly, not a grand fortress, but something humble, dark, and close to the earth. Te Rauparaha was hidden in a kumara pit, surrounded by darkness, soil, silence. Te Rangikoia sat above the hiding place, and in the oral account her presence helped shield him from discovery. Around them, the search continued. Every movement outside the pit could have ended the story forever. Inside the darkness, Te Rauparaha faced the oldest human question. Will this be the moment I die? From that life or death moment came words that would travel far beyond the pit, the lake, and the first escape. Kamate should not be treated as a random chant or empty spectacle. It belongs to a specific history and people. The earth, the darkness, the silence, and the waiting all became part of the emotional memory behind the words. When the pursuers moved away, the story shifted from fear to relief, from hiding to emergence. The movement from shadow into daylight gives Kamate much of its cinematic and emotional force. This is why reducing it to a sports chant alone misses the human story inside it. But Kamate did not remain frozen in the moment of its origin. It continued through memory, performance, and transmission. Across generations, Haka carried identity forward, adapting to new contexts while still holding deep cultural weight. Eventually, rugby became one of the ways the world encountered Haka. But rugby did not create it. In 1905, the New Zealand touring team known as the Originals helped popularize both the Haka and the All Blacks name. But global fame also simplified the story, turning a living tradition into something many viewers saw only as spectacle. The world often recognized the force of Haka before it recognized the history, responsibility, and cultural meaning behind it. At home, Haka remained larger than the arena. Today, Haka still lives because it is not a museum piece. It continues to be practiced, taught, and felt. It is performed in welcomes, where people meet through ceremony before ordinary conversation even begins. It is heard at funerals and memorials, where grief becomes a shared sound rather than a private silence. It appears at graduations, weddings, and proud public moments, turning achievement into a collective expression of identity. It can rise in protest. It can mark remembrance, connecting the present to those who stood, fought, taught, and suffered before. And yes, it remains powerful in sport, where millions see it, sometimes for the first time. But the arena is only one doorway into a much older and much deeper cultural world. The Haka is not only something to watch, it is something carried by the people who perform it. It lives in body, voice, ancestry, land, community, memory, and the responsibility to speak with power and respect. Once you understand that, you no longer see the Haka as just a war cry. You see a living story.